Why do I feel like my camera isn't like sharp? Why do I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Zoom out. Let's see. Who's with me tonight? I completely forgot to make an event page for tonight's event. I haven't done any of the events. Why can I still see that? I don't know. Anyway, hello, Lynn. How are you? How are you feeling? Let's see if that's better. Hello, Tamara. Gorgeous. Trust me, you can't see me right now. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy day. How was your day? Lynn, you said you were working on some cards today, I think? Springy? No. That was my mom, I think. Puppy cards or something. Hello, Margie. How are you? Did you get my message? I just messaged you like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. So I forgot to make an event page for tonight's hangout. So if nobody, I'm so glad that, at least 3 people showed up. It's my own stupid fault. So tonight we're doing the scavenger hunt. Oh, here's the spring bucket list that we did a few weeks ago. And I've got all my, I was going to check some of these off, but I don't have my nice colored markers down here. It's sunny finally, so that's good. Yay. Hello, Shauna. I love having your company while I'm making supper. I just had supper, so you just saw it, Margie. Perfect. Okay. All right, so we are doing our crafty scavenger hunt. For those that haven't done it before, what I did was I just put together a bunch of words, a bunch of prompts, and whatever this means to you, whatever these prompts mean to you. I have a few photos that work for some of these prompts. I have some stickers, some washi tape. I have these are some stenciling that I have done previously for a live that I was planning to use. This may turn out to be, I don't know, have you guys seen any like junk journaling videos and things like that? I'm not really into junk journaling per se, but this might be a little more leaning towards that because this is, if you're a Lego person, this is what the directions, the booklets, the instruction books come in. Hello, Ramona. Thank you. I am feeling better. Not 100%, but close. So I pulled this because I finished a new Lego while I was sick. So I was going to maybe cut off a couple of these pieces and use that. So that's kind of junk journal-y, but not totally. But I did, this is the book that I'm using. But as always, I like to work on the pages separately. So I cut these, I pulled out a 12x12 sheet of cardstock, like patterned paper from Simply Stated Design. Does anybody know that company? Simply Stated Design is a paper company from Edmonton, I think, Edmonton, Alberta. And they have amazing designs and papers and die cuts and stuff. Unfortunately, excuse me, my throat gets so dry so quickly. I can't afford to shop there very often, but I have some that I got last year, and so I cut it down to the size I needed for my pages. You've been watching some junk journaling on YouTube. Yeah, I bet there's lots of fun things. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on it because, like, I mean, if that's your jam, go nuts. But it's just not mine because I think I'm too anal, and it sometimes ends up looking too like you just threw garbage at your pages. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not my thing. I'm gonna try to straighten this. Okay. All right, that's a little bit better. For some reason, when I watch my videos, I feel like they're not very sharp. And when I watch the other girls' videos, I feel like they're so much crisper, and I don't know why, because I have like a new, well, it's not that new. It's a couple years old, my phone, but it's an iPhone, for goodness sake, and it's got a fancy camera on it, so I don't know. Anyway, our prompts, and again, this is all how you want to do it. It's your journal, it's your pages, and you know, like, you can do it however you want, but you don't have to use I need a candy or something. You don't have to use all the prompts, and I never use all the prompts. You can use which ones you like. You can make up your own. It doesn't really matter. So I always print out the graphic. So well, actually, that's a lie. Last time, where's my book? The last time we did a scavenger hunt was at the beginning of the year, I think. Like January, February. And so I didn't print one out because there wasn't room last time because I had so many pictures. But I stamped out a title. But usually I print out the graphic because I like the graphics. I made the graphics, you know what I mean? Honestly. I need a candy or something, or gum, or... Anyway, hello, Ellie. So, there were lots of great words. Well, if I do say so myself. And I thought that I would use... I have these... you may have been with me when I did these live. This features our brand new layering stencil. It's a set of 2 layering stencils. And it's called It's Raining. And it's umbrellas and rain boots. And so I had already done a couple of these. Hello, Maria. Thank you. So I might cut out one of these to use on here. And that would be umbrella. I also brought down, these are my stickers from one of my favorite Canadian companies, and it's called Hubman Chubgirl. And so I was thinking I might use, you know, maybe a couple of the stickers. And then I got these awesome washi tapes that go with them. So it's raining. So umbrella and rain. Then, oh, this is another one. See, I pulled these out. I don't know what exactly I'm going to use, but like, look at, these are Care Bears, and it's raining. Or, you know, they have umbrellas, sorry. Ooh, this one's cute. Wait. Come on. There's so many in here, but I saw this one. Now, I was never a big Care Bear person. Was anybody else here? I don't think I even owned a Care Bear. So I don't know what any of these are or what they mean, but that's a cute one too. I could use that on one of them, maybe. I don't know, but I'm going to cut apart some things. I also have, what do I have? For lunch, this was Easter lunch that we had at Emily and Fraser's house. They made, that was their first big entertainment in their, like, entertaining someone or hosting one of our meals. So that's everybody at Easter lunch. Then I have new So I don't know if anybody has read these books. They're new by Devney Perry. She, Care Bears Countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Stare. What does that mean? Is that on the part of the song? So the first book is called, oh, come on, Kim. Shield of the Sparrow. And then the second one just came out like last week, Rights of the Starling. Was my new book. I haven't been buying many books at all this year. I've been trying to stick with what I have on my shelves. And if I pop into a used bookstore and see something there, sure. But this is a pre-order that I've had pre-ordered for months. So I was so excited to get a new book. And hello, Lori. So if you haven't read this series, it's a fantasy series. It's very good. It's a romantasy series, I guess. For yellow, you're going to laugh because does anybody know what that is? Can you see what that is? I don't know how they do it these days, but back in the day when I had Emily, this was how they kept track of your immunization. It's an immunization record and it's paper and they would write them in there. I don't know how they do them now. I should ask Emily. But yes, it's the immunization record. And when Emily was pregnant with Brooks, which was 2 years ago now, she said, oh, that the doctors, they're asking me for my immunization record. So first my question is, why did they never digitize them? Why do we not have records of this, like digital records? Well, yeah, now it's all online, but how come hers, so there's no record. Well, it wasn't on hers because the doctor kept asking. And in fact, she had to get one of the needles again. I don't know what it was, but anyway. So I was like, I don't have it. I'm sure you have it. I searched high and low for this. High and low. And I found it last week. I was going through my craft room, and it was actually when I was looking for all those movie tickets and theater tickets for our last week's hangout, Just a Ticket, and I found this. So that is yellow. That is my yellow. For grass, there was a baby bunny in our yard in the grass up against the deck the other day. This was the best picture I could get without like scaring it. So that's grass. And then I was going to use this one for spring because every spring we take the dogs, now just the dog, to the vet to get her, her pills and, for all of that and do her blood work and all that stuff. So that cost me $1,000. So that's spring. What else do I have? Oh, I was going to use these. I was going to put this across the bottom, I think. And then maybe this one across the top because it has the umbrellas and everything. And this one has them dancing in the rain. And it has this really pretty silver foil rain on it. So cute. So I'm just going to get started and just start with that. So how's everybody else making out? Did anybody else make a list or get some things together for a scavenger hunt? I hate opening these washi tapes. This is really the only thing right now that I am treating myself to is like some stickers and washi tape for my journaling and stuff. I'm not buying books. I'm not buying clothes. I'm not buying anything really. Except stuff for you guys. I've ordered the stuff for you had a hard time with this one? Yeah, I tend to make the words really vague in general so that you can make them whatever you want them to be. And what in the you're watching one ear here and one. I wish I could watch the Jays games, but of course I don't get any of those channels anymore. Excuse me. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So if you like think about it, you know, a couple weeks before our get together, and you look at the scavenger hunt graphic, you could kind of like go around and take pictures if you think of it in advance. You know what I mean? You can go around and take some pictures. You can search for things around your house when you're out for a walk or when you're out at the store, you know, things like that. Or maybe you went out for lunch and you have a receipt from somewhere, or what? Oh, here we go. Couldn't find the end there. Ah, come on. Yes, Savage. I am so bummed. I'm sure you'd much rather watch the Jays game. I can't even have it on. So sad. I mean, I only just started watching the games last year, thanks to my friend Margie. However, I am going to see a game, and I'm getting a little nervous. Like, my dad and I are going, and we're taking a bus trip, so that's great. But, like, I'm getting a little nervous because I'm seeing, like, I'm seeing lineups to get into the game, and seeing people say, oh, it's so busy, and that the day that we're going is a Sunday, and Sundays are kids' days, and it's crazy, like, with, you know, little kids and stuff, and I'm like, oh, man. I wanted a nice, relaxing day with my dad. Okay. You didn't take any pictures? I really don't know what I'm doing yet. Lunch. You don't have to go to the game early. No, the lineups are to get the swag. Oh, so people arrive a few hours early. Okay, good. Okay, good, because I'm not interested in standing in line with my poor dad. Do I want to put the other one on? I kind of do. I like to keep the seals off the washi tape too, because I stick them in my journal and stuff and just use them as extra decoration. Where is the opening? Here we go. My stepdad waits forever for the bobbleheads. Is that right? Yesterday, friends went for the Clement hockey jersey giveaway. They arrived at noon for a 7 o'clock game. That's so crazy. No, thank you. I still have to find myself a t-shirt or something, or I might buy a ball hat when I'm there, like an official ball hat. I don't know if I have that kind of money. It's probably pretty expensive. I've been listening to Harry Styles all day today while I've been working and packing up your... Oh, I know what I was saying. I was packing up Crafty Club packages today. They will be shipping tomorrow. I'm almost done everybody's packages, so they'll be going out tomorrow, and hopefully it's not raining. But I have ordered the all the goodies for the summer craft along, and I'm very excited. They will be shipping probably tomorrow, I'm thinking. So as soon as I have everything in hand, I can figure out the total. I know I got shorted one thing, so I'm not really impressed with that. But as soon as I have everything in hand, I can figure out the exact like price, and then I can post all the information, and then I can start letting people grab their spots with a deposit. Maybe check out Walmart. Yeah, I was thinking Walmart. I saw some stuff excuse me, in Giant Tiger, but they only had a couple things, and you know, in the men's section, and not my size. Just wear anything blue. A lot of people do that. Yeah. Yes. Sorry. So sorry. geez, I don't know if that's even straight. Because I'm not standing up. I love the colors in these. Yes, I will definitely check out Walmart. I want to go there tomorrow anyway because I want to get some vegetables and things. Oop. Yeah, we're not going until, I think it's the last Sunday in June. But, oh. Okay. Do I want that? Does it kind of clash though? I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with these ones. I don't know. Okay, now, I lost all my photos. Okay. Lunch, new, grass, okay, what about one of these? I think this one. Ooh. It's really light, so it's hard to see where the edge is. So who are the Blue Jays playing today? I remember some of the names, but I don't remember all of them, and I probably could not put faces to the names. Or where I remember the pitcher. I liked him. He was good. And, oh, what's the guy that's name starts with an A, I think. They're playing Boston. Okay, is Boston a good team? Which pitcher? The Alejandro, I forget his last name. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the World Series games last year. Those are the only ones I've seen. Boston and New York are the enemies. The enemies. Oh no. It's very dramatic. And the Dodgers. Can't type. Excuse me. Yeah, that illness, whatever it was I had, well, I had bronchitis, but the chest cold and everything, it went through my whole family. Well, we all got it from Brooks. So we saw Brooks here for Easter, and then he gave it to all of us, and then so that was the Sunday, and then 3 days later on the Wednesday, Dad and I both got sick. That's when we started getting sick, and then I got it worse than anybody, of course. And then my mom got it, and then Al got it. Hello, Mary Pat. It's all about hockey here today. Elimination game for the Oilers. I see. Oh, I'm not even on screen here, people. I got out the Tranquil Teal because I was thinking that I might stamp the words. I don't know if I'm going to have room, but I'm going to try. I do want to cut out a piece of the Lego packaging. I think I should probably cut the yellow. The yellow, yes, because I don't want red on there. Okay. Sorry, this is going to be noisy. I'll just... Oh my goodness. How am I going to... Shoot. I want this one. Sorry. I hope I can do this all right. Okay, there. So I can put my Lego and that there. Okay. Now, do I have room? So this would be lunch, new, grass, and then yellow. Oh, no, this is new. Shoot, no, what? Oh, I have two for new. Nuts. Shoot. Oh, well. Darn it. This was going to be new, but I guess it's not. Can't really use it for anything else. Darn it. And I thought, I have this great idea. I can use my Lego packaging. You love softball, Maria? I'm the odd one out because I really am not a sports person at all. But I try. Well, sugar. That's going to be umbrella. I could also put this under here if I wanted. Or this could be rain. Spring, umbrella, yellow. The letters might be too big. I was going to use two, just means it's important to you, yeah. I don't know if these letters are going to be too big. I could also put down here. I've got some raindrops. I could use some raindrops and umbrella. I'll add those afterwards. Wait, but I already did new. This has a little bit of white on it still. Spring, lunch, yellow, umbrella, rain, grass, spring, new, maybe I'll just leave that one out. Use it for something else. Oh, and I found, I have a bunch of these like sentiment stickers, so I thought maybe I can find something that's springy or, let me know if you see anything. So I might use something from there. J's Not Hats. We are flipping between the OJs and NHL hockey. We'll likely watch some WHL hockey tonight too. Awesome. Do I have enough room? Lunch. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. So I'm gonna stick this down because I know that's where I want that. So let's do that. I guess I could just do it with liquid glue, as long as it's not jammed. Oh, I am so excited, you guys. So we've been working on classes for the summer craft along weekend, and I am going to let you know that we have extended the days. So there are actually going to be 2 classes on the Thursday. Again, you don't have to attend these live. They are available to you on repeat, on replay, on the YouTube channel for only you guys or whoever takes the participates and gets the kit and everything. Because Melanie has to work almost that whole weekend, so she's going to do 2 classes. One is going to be in between her. She's a nurse, so she works 2 days and then 2 nights. So she's going to do one on the Thursday, and then somebody else signed up for one on the Thursday as well, so we could do more over the amount of time. So, excuse me, you are going to have you're going to be able to take all of those classes. So there's going to be a couple on Thursday, then a couple on Friday, then the bulk of them will be Saturday and Sunday. And I can tell you right now, we have 15 classes. Excuse me. They are so, the girls' minds and creativity is just going crazy. So you're going to want to be a part of it for sure. Okay, I'm going to do lunch here. So I'm going to go backwards because I want to make sure this fits. If you don't have this stencil yet, it's such a great stencil. I do still have a few from the last release. Here, let's move these. Put this over here. Eek. Okay, so H. H is the last letter. Okay. And I chose Tranquil Teal, and I really hope, I'm just going with it. I really hope it works out. H. C. Lunch. Luncha, muncha, muncha, muncha. What is that? That's a commercial, isn't it? Cruncha, muncha, cruncha, muncha. Cruncha, muncha, cruncha, muncha. Fritos go with lunch. Something like that. I don't know. And I'm going to do them wonky so that they don't have to be in a straight line. Lunch. Lunch. Okay. So that's going to go there. Lunch. What did I say? Oh, new. Excuse me. No. Tamara, are you still there? So I told you last time we chatted that Al and I watched Fallout and we loved it. And now we have to wait till next year to see the next season. But we also just finished a couple nights ago Young Sherlock, which I know you said you loved. I am so excited. I love that series. I love the kid that plays Sherlock. He was in the Harry Potter movies. He played young Voldemort. Oh no! Oh no. Thought I smeared ink all over it. So I love that. And right now, so, you know, have any of you watched Peaky Blinders? That's one of my all-time favorites. Grass. This is Grass. Yes, it was so good. I don't know when the next season comes out, but I think it's going to be a while. Does anybody have you watched Peaky Blinders? So Al hasn't seen any of it. I watched all the seasons years ago when they first came out, and it was like, 2 years between each season and things like that. And Al never watched them with me. But then when he saw that, because he loves Cillian Murphy, and when he saw that there was the movie, he wanted to watch the movie because he saw the trailer for it. And I'm like, you really need to watch the series first. And he goes, I don't want to watch the series. And then, yeah, that's exactly what he sounded like. Excuse me. And so we watched the movie, which of course is the end, right? And then after we watched the movie, he goes, oh, okay, I'll watch the series. So now we've just watched the series. We just finished season 1, I think. Okay. Now I want to put this down. I love Peaky Blinders. I love anything British, to be quite honest. And because, that's my heritage. And when I hear stories, like my mom tells me stories of my grandparents and my great-grandparents and the war and all that stuff. I love watching that stuff. And finding out about history, and because that's my heritage. So I'm going to need to put umbrella here, I think. Umbrella, yellow. Okay, hopefully I can get all of umbrella on there. Doop. What's everybody else watching? Is everybody caught up with Survivor? The latest episode. I know who I really want to win, but I don't want to say it out loud because I just don't believe it'll happen. So I don't know. I think it's a possibility, but I don't know. Season 4 of Everwood. Ramona, you're caught up with Survivor? Oh, that is a D, not a B. That would be bad. An umbrella. You're not caught up, you're one behind. Okay, so we won't talk about it. When I wrote this list, I thought, umbrella. Ooh, I could take a picture of, I have a Harry Potter umbrella with all the houses on it. I did not do that. But not talking about the last episode, but I just there's someone that I don't know. I would like to win. I feel deserves to win, but I just can't. He would be really happy if Sari or Ozzy won. Yeah. You can talk about Survivor, just don't mention who got, yes, no, we don't want to give away any spoilers of who got eliminated last week. Yes. I want to know when the next Traders is going to be on. Okay, this is yellow. So let's try to go backwards with yellow. Your lips are zipped, right, Lori? Can't even remember who got eliminated. Right? I sometimes do that too. That's like me with books. As soon as I'm done a book, I'm like, oh, that was awesome. Really? What was it about? Not really sure. There was a guy and a girl. Don't remember anybody's name. Okay. Who of you have a Kindle and who has a Kobo? I know we talked about this. Nope, that's the wrong letter. That would have been YOLO. I forgot this person's name anyway. No, I'm bummed at who got voted out last week. So I have a Kindle, and if you have a Kindle, you know what's going on with Kindle. But I've been researching because like the choices are to either get a new Kindle when this one kicks out, or switch to Kobo. So I've been looking at Kobos, and I know a lot of people have Kobos, but I just don't see I feel like their books are way more expensive, for one thing. This is going to be spring. And this is going to be rain, I think. Spring. Let's see. I want to put, where do I want, let's see. I'm missing the Kindle info. So the Kindle, Margie, Amazon has just announced that as of May 20th, any Kindles older than 2012 or older will not be supported anymore, and you won't be able to add new books to them. You won't get any technical support for them. If they kick out and die, too bad, you lose all your books. They make new ones almost every year. I guess it's like everything else though too, like, older ones become obsolete. I just don't see the problem with, as long as it's still working. Like mine's from 2010 and it works like a dream. I've never had a day of trouble with it. And I'm saying that now, and you watch, within the next few months, it's going to cake out. It's not going to charge, something's going to happen. But mine is 2010 and I've never had a problem with it. And so I'm kind of bummed because they just want you to buy a new one, right? And I think I would have, because I have over 300 books on my Kindle, and there's used almost no memory. Like, I think it has 5 gigabytes and it's only used like 300 megabytes. Like, that's how much room is on there. And I don't want to buy a new one while this one is still working. But if it cakes out, then I'll have to buy a new one or I lose all those books. Because just a few months ago, they made this change where you can no longer download your books from your Kindle and transfer them to your laptop. So that's not available anymore. It's probably because they knew they were going to do this and everybody was going to try to save them and then, maybe go to a Kobo. Now, Kobos, I think, are more expensive than Kindle, and their books are more expensive than Kindle. So I just don't know. That's right. Yeah. Margie. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's great. I don't read enough to get Kindle Unlimited, but I do keep an eye out for free ones and ones that are on sale, like every once in a while. I think I paid like $3 for that new Wild Country one. I haven't read it yet. Wild Broken Country or something like that I heard is really good. The Dungeon Crawler Carl I got for like $5. But, you know, when I'm looking at, I just, I don't know. I'm so frustrated with books. I never buy books. I use the Libby app from the library and then take it to the Kobo. Yes, that's great. Because in Canada, only the Kobo can link to Libby. Kindle can't. So, yeah, that's great. Okay, have a good night, Ellie. Let's see. Sorry, I'm reading some of these. Spring is in the air. I see that one. Spring is in the air. Where did I see that now? Spring is in the air. Here comes Peter Cottontail. That's Peter Cottontail. Okay. Now, do I want to write like my own blurbs on here, or do I just want to, you know, stick stuff on here? Yellow. This is going to be spring. Okay. Okay, spring. I gotta put spring on here. I'm also on BookBub. Oh yes, books are usually $1.99 or free. Yes. I tend to read more like popular books, like fantasy, romance, romantasy, sci-fi. Like, there's favorite authors that I have. I have found some new ones through Kindle, like Kindle Unlimited, when I did have Kindle Unlimited. But, spring. I mean, really, honestly, I don't need another book at all anyway. But, spring. But I just don't want to lose all the books that I have. Oops. So, what's the score on the game? Hi, Jennifer. Your Kobo died and I miss it. I'm reading on my phone. Oh, no. Do you have an iPad? I do read, when I get books from the library, because I have a Kindle, I can't read them on my e-reader, but I do read them on my iPad. 0-0. Okay. That parks up. Yeah, losing all your books. So if it came down to it and I had, you know, and my thing died, then I probably would buy a new Kindle or ask for one. Because they do sometimes go on sale, like Black Friday and Prime Days and things like that. So maybe I'll ask for that. I mean, it hasn't died yet, so. Okay. Oh, this was going to be rain. Ready for rain. Yes, I do, but it hurts more when it bonks me in the head when I fall asleep. But on your phone, isn't it so small? Bonk. I'm more into watching things these days rather than reading. Yeah, I'm bouncing back and forth. Al is wanting to watch stuff with me lately, so I don't really want to, you know, I don't really want to say, no, I'd rather read. I have the Kobo app. Yes, yeah. You can read whatever's on your Kobo on your phone. Yes. Yep. Same with the Kindle. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna stamp for letters. So that's our Krafty alphabet stamp set. Okay. Let's see. I want to use some of these raindrops. Oh, there's clouds. Okay. Where do I want to put? I'm going to put Happy Easter in front of the lunch because that was Easter lunch. And then I did see Here Comes Peter Cottontail. I can put that there. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Spring is in the air. I can put that somewhere. Probably here. And then I will attach these. I think it could be my eyes are changing and getting headaches from reading. Yeah. Very well could be. I'm finding that my eyes are acting weird lately too. But I bounced back 2-0 for the Jays. Yay! It's like nothing happens for ages, and then all of a sudden a bunch of things happen. Easter lunch. Woohoo! Like, do they have it on like a regular station, like a, you know, global or like a Canadian station? I don't even know if I can get that. So annoyed. But we need to save money, and I, you know, for the amount that I would watch. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. I get to babysit Mr. Magoo this weekend. Fraser's name is Mud because Emily, I don't know if it's opening weekend for the golf course or whatever, but normally she works Monday to Friday, but you know, once the season starts, she works the occasional weekend or Saturday or Sunday or whatever for big, tournaments or like the opening weekend or what, I don't know what it is, but anyway, she is working on Saturday, and he knew that, but he, without looking and without checking with Emily, signed up for a tournament at his golf course. So I have to go, and I mean, it's like a real hardship, but I have to go and go there on Friday, like around supper time, and I'll have supper with them and hang out in the evening, and then sleep over, and Emily will be leaving when it's still dark, more than likely, to go to the golf course. And then Fraser's tournament, I don't know, he'll be leaving around 8 or 8:30, I think, so. And then Emily won't be home until after 2, I think. She'll probably work 6 to 2, I think. And so I will be spending the day with my favorite little man. And he's so funny. They got a new I'm becoming one of those grandmas that just talks about their grandkids all the time. I don't care. They just they got a deck, and they just got all this awesome furniture for the deck. And when I was over there the other day, last week, I sat in one of the rocking chairs with him, and he sat on my lap, and then, you know, Fraser sat on the couch, and Emily sat on the other rocking chair, and so he and I were rocking on the chair and, you know, chatting and having fun and stuff. And then a few days later, Emily sends me this video, and they're sitting out on the deck. Actually, it was on Sunday. She sends me a video of him, and he's on the chair that I was on. And Emily goes, "What did you say? What did you say?" And he starts mumbling or something. And then she goes, "No, what did you say about the chair?" And he goes, "Gigi's chair." So apparently that's my chair. Yay! Jackson and I are hanging out Sunday together. Oakland has a soccer tournament in Toronto. Oh my gosh. Yes, I will have a great time with Brooks. I will. Okay. What else do I have here? Oh, I have Somebody Loves You. I should use that. The Promise of All Things Made New. I like that. Are there any? Oh, Singing in the Rain. Here's one. I just grabbed these at the last minute, and I didn't even think, you know, that I might really actually use a lot of them. I need to add some glue. He's so funny. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to show you. Okay, so we missed March highlights, so I've got to squeeze that in. Let me look and see what our schedule says. I had to do an update on my computer, so I have to re-find everything. Where's our schedule? Our schedule, as my grade 4 teacher used to say. Okay, so tonight is Scavenger Hunt. Next week is Songs That Make Me Happy, and then the week after that is April highlights. Okay, so what I'm thinking is possibly tomorrow night doing Glimmers Currently that we missed from last month. Is anybody objecting to that, or would you rather do it on... No, it will have to be tomorrow night. Spend all the time with him you can. Yes, I am. I am trying very hard. In fact, I don't know. I kind of would like to move so we're a little bit closer, but I don't know. Then we'll be further away from my parents, which I don't like. So, is there anything new? The word new. That says Happy New Year. That's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. Tomorrow works for you. Okay. I'm just thinking, trying to find something to go with my book and with that. I don't know if I'll find anything for that. I feel so lucky. Look on the bright side. Be brave. Make it happen. Live, create, tell the story. You'll be around too? Okay. I'll be available tomorrow night except for Survivor. Survivor, we tape on our PVR, so I can do it at 7 and hopefully be done by 8. Or if you want, I could start at 6:30 if nobody's, you know, if I don't know. What do you think? You haven't started doing Glimmers yet? So just quick little beautiful moments, things that have happened every day, you know, just that makes your day a little bit better. And let's just say you might want to start doing Glimmers. So just a little hint there. Like that. I need to find something with the word new. Never's good for you. Okay, I will try. can't find one. I do want to put this guy here. Rain. Okay, that's, I kind of want to tack that down, but the glue kind of shows through, so maybe I'll try to do that. I think Al may have gone to Costco after work, which is wonderful. Come on. Seriously, dude. I'm gonna end up ruining something. There we go. Okay. What do I want to add? A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. I don't know. I can't find anything to go there. Thanks, Lynn. Okay, I know I want to put some raindrops. Maybe I should put a cloud right there. Yeah, I think a cloud there would be good. I only have these ones though. Let's use this one. Use the big one. I'm the same with my stickers as I am with my my paper and everything else. I hoard it and I don't want to use it. How about that? Maybe let's use some rain, go away. I am a hoarder. I cannot help it. I love this one with the umbrella turned upside down. That's so cute. This one's playing in the puddle. Okay, let's do this one playing in the puddle. And then this one, do I want to use it? I've got a duck, I've got a bunny. This is bunny, this is duck. Oh gosh. How about it's too hard to choose. No, I have that one already. How about this one? Will this one fit? No, it won't. It's too big. Darn it. Okay, how about... I do love them. How about this one? Thanks, Lori. How about that one? And then we can put, let's see, some of these little ones. Like that. And one like that. And does that look okay, or does it need more? Are there any empty spots you think? Here's a little ducky head. Like that. I think that might be good. I think that might be it. I think that's good. Yes, they are, Lori. They are. And I'm using them sparingly because I love them so much. They're Hubman and Chubgirl stickers and washi tape. I think that might be it. Oh. Thank you. Now let me put it in my book. Where's my book? There it is. Okay, I only have a couple pages left. So we did the last scavenger hunt, which was at the beginning of the year. So that was like February 17th. Then we did our book, what is it? All booked stamp set bundle night. So I still have some of this stamp set available as well. We used a bunch of the stamps from there. I love that I have to go through and give star ratings for some of these that I've read. I've read this one and this one. And this one. I think that's it so far. These are ones that I want to try and read this year. Hello, Wanda. Childhood TV show memories. We did that one. Fave games, board, card, or otherwise. That was fun. This was my weekend reset. So different things I do to reset and to get back in the swing of things for the new week. That was March. Spring bucket list we did in April. I have to start marking these off. I don't know if you do. And then I have this page, and then I think I have two more. I have two more. So I'm going to put these here, and I'm going to use my good tape because I want to make sure it stays in there. How's everybody making out? Tamara, you were looking for pictures? Did you find pictures? Was that for the for tonight. Thanks, Mary Pat. I did mention in the main group today that some of you might be aware that this weekend is usually International Scrapbook Day. However, I won't be able to host anything this year because, like I said, I am babysitting Brooks this weekend. But, you know, we often have random weekends where if I've got a free weekend or something, we'll do like even just a Saturday of challenges and just things to inspire you, maybe a live class or two. So depending on the schedule and what we've got going on, we may do something on another weekend. Got lost in memories, right? It's so hard. It started off for tonight and then I ended finding some oldies I will send to my besties. That's awesome. That's always fun. Come on, bro. Okay. Okay. And you'll notice that I'm putting them closer to the outside edges just because I don't want it to get stuck in the binding, like bent over. So next week is songs that make me happy. I have lots of songs that make me happy. I'll have to do some research this week, though, and jot some down. Make a point of jotting them down. Thursday night, in the main group, Danielle will be going live with our Kooky Kangaroos stamp set. So tomorrow night, I think it's at 7:30. No, not tomorrow night. Thursday night. So tomorrow night, I'll post tomorrow and let you know for sure about the glimmers. Currently, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to go ahead with that. I have a busy day again tomorrow, packing up orders, making a trip to the post office, running a few errands and things, but I should be okay for either 6:30 or 7 tomorrow night. Maybe we should start it at 6:30 just so we'll be done in lots of time for Survivor. And then Friday morning, I'll be going live for... This is like the last call for Krafty Club as well, because I'm going to be done packing up orders tomorrow. So if anybody else wants in on Krafty Club, it is available under pre-orders on the website. And there are a couple of spots available. But I will be shipping them out tomorrow. Go. There we go. I love the way it turned out, and I hope you guys had fun, and I can't wait to see what you are doing with your scavenger hunt. And I will, over the next couple of weeks, I'll put up a new graphic, and we'll maybe do one in June or July. June, probably. We'll probably do one in June. Okay? All right, so I will see you tomorrow night at, I'm going to say 6:30 for Glimmers and Currently. And then, yeah, we'll have another fun night together and we'll be almost caught up. All right, so have a good night and we'll see you again soon. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.